If you're only 4.5 inches tall, then the radio-controlled car is capable of traveling at highway speeds. However, we still need two pieces of information to determine speed: distance, that is, how far did you travel, and time, how long did it take you to make the trip. Distances on the ground were measured in paces, the length of a step, or were measured in feet, the length of a person's foot. Height was measured in hands, which is still used today for horses. The problem with using your hands or feet as a ruler is that no two are alike. We've adopted standard measures so that when you buy 200 feet of satin cloth or 200 feet of wire for your house, the length is the same no matter where you buy it. Historically, we've used the sun as a clock. One day is from one sunrise to the next. 1 month was a lunar cycle, one full moon to the next. 1 year, one full cycle of seasons. The challenge was to measure smaller, more precise units of time: 1/60th of an hour, 1 minute, and 1/160th of a minute, 1 second. We've built machines to facilitate the measure of small units of time: clocks, electromechanical devices that can precisely measure all the way down to 1/100th of a second. We now have all the elements necessary to determine speed, distance, and time. As the car moves along, its distance from a starting point increases and time moves on. Speed is the change in position with respect to time.